Hello friends, we're here with another exciting installment of Euro Truck Simulator 2. We are in the lovely city of Rostock and we're going, real treat today, going to the Czech Republic. We are in a very fancy truck, I must say, a Mercedes. This is a B150, look at this, sunroof, moonroof, nice bed. We are moving and I am not looking. Actros, that is the specific trim of the truck model, and I am also very delighted to be reporting that the cargo that we have today is apples. So we will be transporting apples to the Czech Republic. Of course, going to Prague, I hope to see the Charles Bridge there. I had some friends that once danced across it. It was a lovely time. And just great to be back on the road, and just so fitting to be taking this great Mercedes truck filled with apples to the good people of Czech Republic. The language in Czech Republic is, of course, Czech, very similar to Polish, identical to the tongue in Slovakia, which, of course, the two countries were one at one point, but then very, very interesting bit of history. Here we go. Get that corner. You're doing it. You're the man now. Look at the cornering abilities. This Mercedes handles like a dream. I've been in many trucks in my day, but this Mercedes just is the top. It's the whole kit and caboodle. So going out to Berlin. Yes, the history of the Czech Republic. With that police officer is flying. He is no doubt trying to catch someone who absconded with some apples, perhaps for the Czech people. Not me, though. I am commissioned by the government of the Czech Republic to deliver the precious cargo of apples. See, many Eastern European countries importing their fruits and their vegetables from the West with superior agricultural and farming abilities. But back to my point with the split with the Czech Republic and Slovakia. As you know, there was a dual monarchy. So there was two principalities that existed under the current banner of King Wozniak, who was the leader of the Czech people many years ago, maybe in the late 1940s. This was post-war, so. Look at this. Again, this lake, every time I drive past it, car crash vehicle. Every time. Nature gets me. See, he doesn't want to be around me when I'm looking at the nature. None of these people do, it appears. Very fast-driving Germans, as I've said. So the king in the Czech Republic got into a bit of a row, and this is why the apples are very relevant to this. There was a sweeping land reforms going around, again, which have affected the country to this day in terms of how land use should be. And the government was insisting that a certain percentage, I believe it was 30%, 40% of land use in the Czech Republic must be for king domain, which means the king could grow crops on his people's land, his peasants' land, as it were. Very lords and ladies type thing. And of course, naturally, he was growing cash crops, primarily for export, and making a bit of a pickle, a bit of money with it. The king, however, was from the north, which is where the Czech Republic is currently, and so he was popular there. But in the south, in Slovakia, he was not very popular, and there was unrest everywhere. About the land reforms, because of course the people were not getting on financially, and of course some food shortages and really difficult times for many of them, and it resulted in the Great Civil War, which broke out in 1952, and of course because of the post-war there was a huge, very, very large deficiency of weaponry. So many of the peasants were using, just basic farming equipment. Oshvat, not going there. And basic farming equipment. So it was called the Pitchfork Revolution because they were using scythes and scythes and pitchforks to against their own people. But once 400 € fine for speeding, these bloody Germans. That's outrageous. I mean, it's really highway robbery. What do we have here? Radar Logistics. I don't know what's in there. Appears to be deer urine. Something with deer. With a handsome deer on the top there. Deer urine, a big export from Germany. It's used in heavy manufacturing as an industrial solvent. So the Germans farming the deer and exporting the urine from that. There's a chemical compound called P15, and it sounds silly, P urine, whatnot, but polyanethol or something like this, 15, and that is the compound that is one of the most powerful of industrial solvents, of course. But back to the Pitchfork Revolution in the Czech Republic. So the North, currently Czech, eventually there was sympathy because the land reforms were affecting everyone equally. There was some great unrest and difficult times, but the Slovenians, or the Slovakians as they were interested in killing the king. But the Northerners were not about this. So to appease everyone, the country was the king broke up the territory of taxation. So the more farm equipment. Look at them go, majestic, seeing that in action. All of them in a great line, moving forward in unison. The great cosmic ballet. So there was this difference in land reforms in the south, and eventually it was such a great divide, and many northerners defected, going to the south to move for their own land reform, that the Slovenians just built a border to stop the North Czech folk, Oshvat, not going there, from moving down and driving up land prices. So as a result, it started out as a bit of an administrative thing, but then the country was divided over simple, basic land reform and land use policies, much like the Roman Empire. I mean, but I could carry on about land reforms. I mean, this is a topic of great interest. Second to my love of Euro truck simulating, but land reform, God, that is a juicy topic. You think of all of the time throughout history of how land has been used and divided, and Oshvat, some of the worst land reform offences were committed there, just atrocious. I'm not even sure if that's true, but that city is really not pleased. Here we go. Berlin, Dresden, where are we going? Are we going to pass through Berlin? That would be interesting. Stop for a currywurst or something. Get a nice sausage for the road. Nice sausage in the mouth for the road. Oshvat. Oh God, I'm doing it. No. Oh, what is this Mini Cooper doing? Get out of there! Slowing me down. Horrid. Now, I've lost. Maybe this was a good thing. I was kind of going a little hot into the corner. You, sir, to my left, you will wait. I will be taking up both lanes, and you'll be forced to. Again, this Mini Cooper, he's just stopping and going. I'm going to honk. That will perhaps teach him some manners, how to drive on the road. You don't start and stop suddenly when you've got the might and steel of the German efficient Mercedes behind. Germany actually introducing self-driving trucks through the Mercedes brand, and they're estimating that many truck drivers could be out of work once these self-driving trucks take over. I personally don't believe in the efficiency of the machine, of intelligent design. And look at him! He's going again! Speeding now. Mini Coopers, they are the worst drivers. But no machine could drive a truck as well as a trained Euro Truck Simulator driver. It's just impossible. I don't believe it, and I won't accept it. I mean, I can't imagine a machine doing a better job than me at truck driving, but so some are making that claim. I believe these scientists, or so they seem to be, Oshvat, so they seem to call themselves, and physicists and I don't know, astronomers and whatnot. The ones behind the trucks, the real. There we go. We are, yeah. Yeah, really making good time. Anyway, I'm down. Not interested. We're going to Praha, Prague. Not interested in these games that they play. These weird fellows. A lot of science for Oshvat. Weird, just no. Machines will not be driving trucks. That's silly, and we should stop talking about it. It's never going to happen. There will not be self-driving trucks. Maybe for you pedestrians in your normal vehicles, but the truck driving skills are so high that you cannot not trust the machine with this task. Look at the beautiful sky that's going on over there. Sorry, I was getting hot under the collar about this topic. Some more in the tunnel. Do you ever sometimes honk the horn in the tunnel? We get the echo. So much fun. It's very hypnotic going through this tunnel. It reminds me of exiting the birth canal. I have a very rare condition that I remember everything. And from the moment I was born, I actually have memories from being within the womb and the traumatic experience of being birthed by my mother, which still is something I regularly think about. And, she says that it has affected my relationship with other women, but speaking of that, it's another 400 euros. It's these police, these damn German police. I don't trust them. I don't like them. They're constantly on the road. They're driving recklessly, giving me fines for no purpose, really. I mean, where is it going? Where's all this money going? But I mean, let's concentrate on the positive here. Look at the brilliant sky here as the sun sets, cloudy, purple, orange sky just majestically cascading behind the trees as we smoothly and efficiently drive this Mercedes through the East German countryside and into the heartland of the Rhine in the Czech Republic. Here we go. This is gorgeous, wonderful. I just can't. I'm in heaven, that's what it comes down to. I am in heaven. Oh, there's a rest stop over there. Oh, I should have gone. Ooh, maybe I could get a hot dog. Whoa, I'm all over the road. Again, not many incidents today. This Mercedes really drives itself. It's got that auto drive feature, lane assist. Very good technology that just, it's amazing how much it helps. Look at the fake IKEA here. IKEA Bohag. There appears to be chairs in there. I love these brands that they introduce in the Euro Truck Simulator. Very real companies, the IKEA, a famous Swedish furniture brand. I often will stop there for breakfast when I'm trucking because, of course, IKEA is known for their cheap and nutritious food. Of course, I may have a little bit too much ice cream, and when I'm simulating apples in my cargo, I may take a bite. I'm often reminded when I think of apples, and especially now, hauling the cargo. Turn on the lights, there we go. People need to see, we need to see where we're going. The biblical story of the tree of knowledge and the forbidden fruit and Eve biting the apple, this is strongly compelling to me as I think of stopping the truck and biting one of the apples in the back. Would that be the original sin to have an apple in the car? Look at the stars coming out. This is magnificent. This is a gorgeous night. Just the sound of the road, the stars, and the thought of apples. But yes, wouldn't that be the real original sin to commit the feasting on the cargo that's not yours, but the deliciousness of the apple that won't be missed, Oshvat. I'm starting to think that this isn't a town, but something that means exit. More windmills, of course. The great German windmill conglomerate Windmühlen is responsible for peppering the countryside with all of those and decimating the local bird population as they fly within. Big talk in Germany. Windmills destroying the local birds. I mean, it looks like it seems to be an aurora borealis occurring up in the sky. Or is that just the clouds? Either way, I am loving it. Oh, I've crashed into something. What's over there? Don't you know you can't go next to a truck? Sorry, I've had a little too much chicory. Very excited. And I mean, just the conditions are perfect. You know, this evening trucking voyage, and the Mercedes, and God, it's just so thrilling to be participating in this. So, I mean, we've talked about a little about the history of Czech Republic and Prague specifically, just the Gothic architecture there. It's just magnificent. I wouldn't mind living in one of those Gothic castles surrounded with my trucks, taking them into the town and picking up the supplies and moving along. A man can dream, can he not? A man can dream. Dreams are something I love, because in my dreams I often have recurring thoughts of being in the Euro Truck Simulator in my dreams, and perfect missions, with no damage points, no penalties, excellent ratings, and higher experience levels. Ooh, when I was a child, I suffered immensely from the syndrome of wet dreams, as many young boys do. But the trucks are what has. I'm sorry, I should not get into this, but just to say that the trucks are something of a sexual attraction for me. I find myself strangely aroused in a spiritual way when I think of trucks like this Mercedes or the Scania. I assign gender to them too. I've named, my last truck was named Lily. Lily and I would spend many hours together on the road, and just to feel her beneath me as I sat comfortably within her, it was magical. Now, of course, my own truck, I really need to get on with it, and hopefully after today's voyage, I will be well compensated and able to purchase my own truck and really make it happen, eh? Pay back those loans, of course, but loans, the banking system, the cartel, they've got you. They've got you by the Jolly Rogers. They're holding you. They're squeezing every last little bit of interest right from the gonads, as it were. We are entering Prague, with Dresden to the left. Historical city, East Germany. Schwarz. Yes, it's seeming less and less like this is a town. We are way out here. Notice there that I cut the curb a little bit. Some people might find that offensive. Not me, though. Love hearing the sound of this truck going down the road. It's such a quiet and efficient engine Mercedes produced. Their diesel is just bulletproof. It really is. I'm getting slightly tired here. How much? An hour left. Well, it's okay. We don't need to stop. There's a rest station up here. Could stop, but I won't. Not today. Won't need to. It's alright. Everything's good. We are entering Czech Republic. Look at this. No crossing the border. Is there a toll or some sort of... We have to ride with the bridge, of course. Lovely. The famous Danube River down below. Fantastica. I mean, it seems that we've crossed into the Czech Republic. Surprising there's no border entry or anything. The EU just makes it easy. Yeah, just more tunnels. Love it. Look, you can really see the interior now. Just gorgeous. Sunroof. I am all over the road here. I'm getting better at this, though. There we go. Not as outrageous as I once was driving the Euro Truck Simulator. Oh, there we go. Heads up. Pay attention. Almost there. Not any last-minute incidents. God, just to, for once I can deliver the cargo without some sort of problem. It's the difficulty for me, it really just compounds every single time. What can you do? You know, just you try to move on with life. You try to get on with your Euro Truck simulating, but it beats you down. You know, it really does. The wear and tear, the grind of the road. I mean, I spend more of my time doing this than at my job at Allied Trucking. I'm working twice a week there now. I'm conditional probation status. My boss, Mr. McAllister, he's a good man. Very very stern but fair. You know, he really he's put me in a bit of an apprenticeship program. Tough love is what he calls it. You know, he really yells a lot, but with good cause. You know, sometimes when there's thank God I have not received another speeding offense. Notice the police here in the Czech Republic are much more lenient than the German counterparts. I was not receiving a speeding offense there, but Mr. McAllister, you know, his short temper sometimes it frustrates me. I must say, it saddens me as well. I've often left crying at the end of a shift, and it's a bit awkward when I'm riding public transit in the metro with tears in my eyes. People have often stopped and asked and questioned me. You know, what has happened, and you know, it's pains me to sometimes say that, well, you know, Mr. McAllister, my lovely boss and mentor, has made fun of my lunch today, which my mother packed. I mean, a sardine watercress. Oh no! 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 Oh God! Engine malfunction. I was so close. God damn it! Mr. McAllister, you soddy twat. Jammed me up. Again, in life and in the game, he's got me. Oh, no, come on. Get on. Deliver it. You know you can. Do it. Yes, Mercedes. Look, power. Mercedes. 30% damage. They are crushing the competition with their strength and fortitude in the trucks. God damn it. I have discovered a recruitment agency. Now I can hire drivers who will work for me. Well, this is good. Driver. Job need. I really hope to. No, please, I'm so close. Yes. Recruitment agencies. I'm not even in the right place. Oh, this has gone from bad to worse. Czech Republic. Let's see how I'm having to change views. This is... lovely view here. There we go. Getting on the road. Oh no. Gonna take that. Back in. Oh. Driver at job net. Well, this is good to know if I somehow come across a couple extra quid. Good local bloke. Nice. Checkman. Driver. Engine malfunction. Please do not. Please. Cities do not fail me now. I'm so close to making the quota. We have Apple Plaza here. Grocery store. No, come on, get it. Yes, I am the winner. Wonderful. I have given it damage. Oh God. Oh no! 6,000 euros down the gullet. Ugh, that is painful. Oh, pish tosh. I think that's very harsh penalty, very unfair. I am upset at this. Apples delivered. The apples weren't damaged. Friends, I am going to have to concede here. This has been an awful day for me. So I will bid all of you adieu, and I hope you have better luck simulating than I do. Be well. Good night.